Hi, welcome to my accordion hangout. We're going to go through another fake book song that I'm going to try to dress up for you and make it sound better from my perspective. The name of the song is All of Me. It's a very great classical song. So let's take it from there. I'm going to play it for you. First of all, I have certain little tips here and there. I have an introduction which is kind of unique, and then I play around with the basic song. I have a improv chorus which may interest you, and we'll take it from there. So let me play it for you so you get an idea. Okay, that's the whole song. What I did there is I played the first chorus, and then I played an improv chorus, and then I went back to the original chorus. So all in all, that makes like a three-time chorus. And again, I always recommend that you never play the same thing in unison, because it really gets boring to an audience. Although on the other hand, sometimes I guess you could do it, but these are my own thoughts. First of all, the introduction is something which I, in the past presentations, have explained as borrow. What I mean by that is You know, comedians, they borrow jokes from other comedians and they use them in different ways. And that's sometimes what musicians do, and I did it with this introduction. The intro here is something I borrowed from Oscar Peterson, an Oscar Peterson recording, which I'm not quite sure as I speak which one it was. But so it's very interesting in the sense that it's 8 bars. And you notice I'm holding down the bass and chord in my left hand because I want to have that pronounced, because you know, my right hand is doing the same thing constantly, so I want to have a little nuance. And I might want to add also that this starts out in F major, and the song is in C major. That's a little different. Actually, it's kind of a lot different, because if you think about it, most introductions start on the same, the chord anyway starts in the same page as the song itself. Here I start on an F. Again, that was an invention of Oscar's, not mine. So let's try it. Well, that chord little progression there at the end was mine. And then I think I want to play that one more time to give you an idea. That should swing a little bit more. I played it kind of nonchalantly, but again, I want you to make sure that you hold that bass down, because it gives a little nuance of a difference. All right, and that's it. Now the last 2 bars are a little tricky, but I think you can get through it. And then it goes right into the song. All right, I want to stop there. I want to just tell you that the original fake book version, I have, as you notice, what I do is I post the music on the clip here as I talk and as I play. I usually post the whole song so you can see a difference, but I didn't do that here because there's not a lot of difference except for one way, and that is the reason why I posted 2 lines of the original fake book song. If you'll notice, right after the introduction, and what you'll see are the first 2 lines of the old fake book version, and it kind of goes like this. Well, what you see there is you see some of the melody written in dotted quarter notes, okay? To me, that's not what I would do, and that's not the way you heard me play it. The reason being is that these dotted quarter notes make the song, you know, this is an old song. It makes it sound what some musicians call lemon lime. In other words, it sounds old and it sounds kind of goofy, in my opinion. I'd rather modernize it without those dotted quarter notes. So what I did is I just took that out. it sounds too dated. So this is the way I play it. Instead of I play it this way. So you may not hear the difference right off the bat, but I think in a total song performance you will. So again, it's just a little something that you might remember. And I also want to take the first line now of our new arrangement. You'll hear what I did there. It's on line 17, starting at line 17. What I'm doing is I'm carrying that E note and I'm playing a C major 7th, and then I'm moving to a C major 6th. Well, what I do there is when I'm playing like G, B, D, E, the C major 7th, all I have to do is move the G, B down to an A, C, A and C. I move 2 fingers on that C major 7th. You hear how smooth that sounds, and it's it's kind of easy, I think, rather than moving your whole hand to make a different chord. And I'm gonna be showing you that somewhat throughout this whole thing. Again, you know, the question we have here is when do you play a chord, when do you play a single note? Nobody really knows, in a sense. It's an artistic thing. So let's try that again. See, I'm moving those two fingers. Now here, the C sharp diminished that I have, I break that up too. And what I do is I play the C sharp diminished chord, which is B flat, C sharp, E, G, and then I lift it up and play an E. I have my finger on that E because of the chord, on the E, see? And then I come back and I play the chord again. So it sounds like I hopped a little bit, which I did, but my hand didn't have to move, and so I didn't have to be. It wouldn't be. It's not cumbersome. All right. And this is somewhat like that too. I have an A minor 7th. And I lift it up a bit and play C and D. My fingers are already on C and D, so it's not a big deal. And then I go back to the chord again. So it's very smooth, and just kind of keep that in mind, and we'll take it from there. So back to the improv. The improv is what it is. I wrote it out. When I do these things, I write something out, I have an idea or so, you know, and you follow the chords when you write something like this out. And many times I have personally, I have to change it all. I redraft it when I play it, you know, and I think, wait a minute, no, it should sound this way. So it's a never-ending process for me. But I just thought I'd give you an idea of what it's all about. All right, so that's kind of how it's played, you know. You can play it any way you want. All right. I also just wanted to show you in that regard, what I've included here is a sheet on extended chord voicings. So what I wanted to do, as I said before, is to show you a little bit of how your hand can move with the chords, and again, you know, when to play a chord, when to play a single note. Let's try this. Take a look at the music that I post. That's what I was explaining to you again about the C major 7th to the C major 6th, and I only moved 2 notes. Now I'm doing this again. B minor 7th to E 7th. Right there, when I'm playing B 7th to B minor 7th to E 7th, I'm only moving one finger. I'm moving the A on B minor 7th. B minor 7th is A, B, D, E. I'm moving, and that's my thumb's down there on A. I'm moving that to a G sharp, and that makes an E 7th. So real smooth, and I don't have to move a lot of my fingers. So it goes like this. Yeah, all right, and then I'll go on. Same way with the E minor 7th on this next line. And I go from the E minor 7th to an A flat 9th. And the way I do that, the E minor 7th is G, B, D, E, and all I have to do is move the D to C sharp, okay, and just one finger. Yeah, and that, as we went on there, I played a C sharp diminished, and I lifted it up, played the E, one finger, hit the chord again. It's like hopping, as I said before. So from the beginning, let me play this again. You got a pretty good idea of what I'm doing here. I'm moving one finger. It really is very pleasant to the audience's ear. It's, I don't know, sometimes it's easier to play actually, because you don't have to lift up your hand to move around for another chord. That's very cumbersome. And you'll find that as you practice that type of thing, you'll get better at it. You can use these particular techniques in different songs, and as time goes on, that's kind of my mantra. Is you have to have an instructor kind of show you that, sit down with you, and it's like baby steps. It comes around in piece by piece, and that's how it happens. There's no silver bullet, but in any event, what I'd like you to do is, if you have any questions or concerns, please write them out on the YouTube format here, and I'll be happy to address them, any comments and that kind of thing. And also, if you haven't subscribed to me, please do so, because that gives me the enlightenment to go on, and shows me that you appreciate what I do, and that means a lot. So I hope this informed you as to a little more of how I play and what I do and how I try to dress it up. So with that in mind, I want you to have a great day, and I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.